straight draw, or flush draw.
Clipper club.
That's the thing.
Full boat.
I'd like to shake your hand, but
It all went wrong for Ian tonight.
Yeah, Woodley, Ian just sort of started off a bit poorly. He seemed to kind of limp into a few pots with no real direction, and the next thing he was short stacked.
Somebody told me that they send him off to some place in the mountains.
well, you're wrong. Wherever the story's going, you're
in the
wrong.
mountains. So,
Surrender,
put him in a
who's
room and they
never
feed him
feels an
cheese on
obligation to
toast while
participate in the table talk, and
Why would they feed them on cheese on toast?
It's the only thing they can get under the door.
it's a real hand. It'll be something like the third hand he's raised in, I think 4 or 5, right?
10,000 total. Plus?
4 plus 6.
He's done it under the gun though on the Devilfish's blind, which he did actually on the last circuit as well. And also no one's got much of a hand. I think he's going to get this one through.
Plus. Go.
Fish has got the 5-6 suited in.
I would have called it only for Dave.
Not really sure what the heading is here.
Well, I guess Devilfish is
Just to protect you.
kind of a stubborn guy, and he can't let Surrender keep raising his blind. He's hit a 5 and a backdoor flush draw. That's probably enough for him to show some interest in at least check calling.
I mean, this is the double-edged sword of Surrender strategy, isn't it? He can win money without actually getting all his chips in because he gets small calls and it's all his chips after the flop. He can also have something like this happen, right? I mean, it's.
I think he is going to bet this one. He's thinking a long time. He's deciding whether or not all in is necessary. All in's probably the least likely thing he's going to do. Knowing Surrender, it's much more likely to be a sort of 14,000 or something like that. His bet.
Can't remember what I got.
Devilfish started the hand with 181,000. He doesn't really want to do 35 of it to Surrender.
30 stack there.
Surrender looks like he could just push all in here, and I think it's a tough decision for Devilfish.
Well,
How much is it, please?
29, approximately.
I mean, there's so many people, Neil, who would have just shipped Surrender's money in before the flop, won the 6,000 and been done with it. But here he always gives himself
go.
gives himself a chance to
No.
Yeah,
truly double up. He's behind now, though, isn't he?
he's behind, and
What you got?
Ace queen.
That's what I put you on, something like that. Well, I guess I'm favourite.
In front.
Well, 72,000 in there. This will put Surrender right back in it, but he's got to hit ace or
Look for
queen.
110.
Jack.
Oops.
Oops.
Oh,
Dead now.
Hey, what?
this will be the end of that one.
Surrender, can I borrow that lucky teddy?
He's great to watch, Surrender, and I mean,
That tape. Or
geez,
ask
you
somebody
do
to put it
feel
on
like
for
he
them,
came in here
away
and
from the table. Don't
and
let
played a
them get
stormer. Devilfish, bet frequency high, won 10 hands. He's the first one to crack 200K. Blinds up to 3 and 6,000 now, and what or who is going to kick into action now, Neil?
Plus.
Yeah, Liam, son. Just for you.
Well, obviously Liam is going to kick into action. He must have asked 10 times during the last blind level when the blinds are going up, and he's desperate. Normally when you've got a short stack, you're keen for the blinds not to go up, but for Liam, he wants them to go up. He wants the initial raise to be 15, 16, 18, 20,000, so that when he ships his 74 in, he wins a decent amount for his risk. And I'm sure that's going to be his plan.
Probably has me beaten already.
This little limp by to buy, he didn't want to make a bet that was going to,
Yeah.
Check. 10,000.
he didn't want to make a bet that was going to get him all in before the
Big
flop.
action flop here though. John probably
Raise
thinking if he hits a
30,000.
jack or a 10, that'll be
Raise.
good. And obviously he's got a flush draw. he now realises that a jack or a 10 is not
Never,
likely to
haven't
be
you?
good, but he may feel he's getting
I've
his
also got a call now.
odds.
And this is mother's
switch
milk
easy if you
to
just do that.
Liam.
Would it?
Yeah. It's 40 more?
No. 10, 20, 30, 8.
Anything.
Yeah, I got a call.
Liam will be funking for a call. He just
Who would have called you by now?
This is a
got a
pretty
call in, he's got a flush
decisive sort of pot for the dynamics of the game. Obviously, Liam all in, so
I'd sooner have it
he
on the
needs to
table.
avoid the
actually.
club, and he'll be a big force, I guess, if he doubles
Drama.
up.
Look at that card there, man.
Look at
This.
this.
Is for TV.
Everything
Diamond,
going
I'm
for
guessing.
Tabby Tabby.
TV. I don't
I'm
want
guessing it's 9 of clubs.
I don't want it to be, but I'm guessing.
4.
Wow.
Kings up hole.
Nice
Well
one,
done,
Liam.
yes.
Go on, Liam, son. Nice one. Nice one, buddy.
And
You should have more respect for your grandfather.
Devilfish has looked like
Easy.
Call.
the Devilfish that's won World Series bracelets, TV poker tournaments, cash games, strikes fear and terror in the hearts and minds of millions.
He rose to 21,000 total. Plus.
And Tabby he's raised from the button here, and Devilfish has limped, which is, I don't think we've really seen under the gun four-handed.
Yeah, Devilfish limp for 6th.
got me out of position.
Tabatabai made it 21,000 to play.
Who's happier right now?
And Devilfish is called to take a flop out of position here, which
Yeah, let's hope so.
was a bit of a change of plan and a big flop for everybody. Flush draw 2 overs for John Tabatabai and top pair and a gut shot straight draw for Devilfish.
Check.
He's a favourite, John, here, isn't he?
Not a massive amount in it though.
Interesting.
Devilfish has made a straight. John Tabatabai has now got an up and down straight draw to go with his flush draw. and
He
his
would
over
never
card.
believe he's 2-1 against here, John, would he?
It's got the potential to be an enormous pot, and they're both treating each other with a great deal of respect.
What's the really interesting?
If Devilfish bets 20 here, which he has, John Tabatabai will think that he's got enough chips to get him off of it and could easily move all in. There's plenty of money in the pot to steal, as he would see it. Well, he's definitely thinking about stealing. He basically has jack high at the moment. I think he's going to move all in.
I mean, Neil, with a flush draw and 2 overs on the flop, a lot of guys like to fast play that and just get the money in.
Sure.
Why this line for Tabby Tabby?
Well, he still leaves himself
Oh, if he hits the spade.
100,000 chips if he loses from here.
And he's hit it!
Wow, there you go. Well, Devilfish is going to be moaning and cursing.
He's hit it 2 ways.
Devilfish has checked.
Check.
Didn't go for the blocking bet. A lot of players would have gone for the blocking bet there. Devilfish is checking. He may be checking to check call because he knows John Tabatabai can easily make a bluff at him here.
It was a real bingo card.
It really was his gin card, wasn't it?
And look how John has got there. It's kind of neat, isn't it?
He's got about 100 grand left. He should bet about 35, I think, yeah.
Any chance of getting greedy?
I don't think he's going to be pushing.
Wow, you would have definitely bet a flush draw.
38,000.
So you either got an 8 or nothing, huh? How much?
38.
This could be a bad beat, I'll tell you that much. This could be another
He's
special.
really discounting the flush. It
35,
seems like it.
38.
Anybody that doesn't enjoy listening to Devilfish whinging should probably turn the TV down right now.
What's he got?
Flush.
Flush.
With an 8. And a jack.
What a fucking joke this game is, huh?
What do you have? Straight?
Set.
No, I had a straight.
4.
I'll tell you
Oh,
what,
yeah.
Neil, you're at the top of your game, too.
Good old man that got in there, don't we? As usual.
It was an odd hand, Neil, because from the start, it looked like they were both playing to play a big pot, and then Tabby Tabby completely took his foot off the gas.
I couldn't put you on a flush draw when you check the flop. Get cash. Remember, I'll limp him with S10 suited and stuff. Be
When we get to the 715 level, which we will do quite shortly, they're all going to be very, very close to the average 150,000.
careful. Well,
Is there somebody who's missed a trick, do you think?
No, I don't think so. Everyone,
you know the fish likes to play.
you know, I was saying before, I think Catgirl was the only one who was perhaps
There's
just
Jim.
being reactive rather than proactive.